Hello, everyone. Welcome to another week of Formula G. We are in week 6 and we are in the Czech Republic. My name is Zotomo and I'm joined, as always, by my co-caster Calamity. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty great. Yeah, Czech Republic, a little country in terms of size, definitely not a Russia or Brazil. Probably easier to search within the 5 minute time frame we have this week, Calamity.
Yeah, for sure, easier to search, but also still relatively densely populated, not in the sense that, the rural areas have a lot of people, but they've got a lot of small villages. So I wouldn't necessarily just go off and look for the first village sign I find, especially because the country is so well signed that it usually makes more sense to just keep going until you find some information that you're sure you can find much easier.
Mhm. Yeah, I think the nicest thing about the Czech Republic is the roads are pretty well numbered in terms of being organized in the country. So if you are finding numbers close to the number you're looking for, you are probably in the right area, which is always nice for that. Well, we're going to start off with our 5 drivers today. We've got you, Calamity, in round 1 here, Max, FI, Mr. Blue, M the Basement, and rounding things off, me, Zotomo, in 5th. So let's jump right into your round in round 1.
Start off in the middle of winter.
Yeah, in the middle of winter, and there's those tiny little town signs you mentioned. We do have town names right at the beginning. Unfortunately, they're a bit blurred out if you get too close.
Yeah.
And heading south out of town. I don't remember which way I went. I think I went the opposite direction. I don't remember it staying winter this long.
Mm.
There we go. The town name.
Not the town name, the province name.
Ah, it's a province border.
Yep.
Interesting. So that helps you. You got those provinces memorized.
Well, they're named after cities, so it's not that difficult.
Yeah. Where along the border are we? You've got that one state where you know is the border, and there's the border with the other one.
And there's the town. So the town name.
There's the town. Works out nicely. And there's a curve. Something like that. And now you head the way I headed.
Just to quickly double check.
Yeah, I did not see that state border. I found some other information much further to the west, which helps you just the same. And these little 5-digit road numbers in the Czech Republic are really cool because they're on like bridges and little posts every once in a while. And it's just that little extra reassurance that you are in the right place when you find it.
To be perfectly honest, I don't think I've ever noticed those.
Really? I saw them in probably 3 or 4 of my rounds. And of course, a 5K for you. It looks like you were the very first player to play.
Yep.
Maybe. Only Ben and M the Basement hasn't finished the round yet. I just clicked on the link, though, for that one. But yeah, pretty straightforward. A state boundary helps you, given that they are named after cities, like you mentioned. And then just working your way back from there and the town name. Pretty nice.
Yep.
Yeah, so how did everybody else do in that first round?
5Ks for Mr. Blue and Max as well, both also in a relatively short time. And then you dropped 41 points and M the Basement dropped 123, both taking up 5 minutes. So I'm assuming Basement also went your way and not towards the south.
Yeah, I think with pretty much you head that direction, you find some good signs, but then you've already spent a good amount of time traveling that far. And then it's kind of a rush to pinpoint, and I kind of got the town right, but I wasn't sure exactly where in town. So a bit unfortunate for that. Should have gone the other direction, but you never know, right? It's always the hardest part of GeoGuessr. So, okay, well, let's shift over to round number 2 with Max FI. And a much sunnier road this time. And again, very good signs right up the road.
More state borders.
More state borders. See, I did not realize them as state borders. I did recognize the road number, though, the 70. I just thought those were town names, which they kind of are because they are also towns.
Yep.
But there we go, looking for those state names. And he spots the 70. It'll be right down in the same area, given that the numbers work that way. Now find something else to use for reference other than the border itself.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly he's hoping to find, considering he's got the border and the road number. So, unless it's a very windy, weird road, it should only pass the border in one place. Or a very weird border.
Yes. Yeah, just maybe some extra information. He is on a perfect game, even though it's only been one round. Doesn't want to throw that away right away. So, there's a town name. Help him. As well as another confirmation of that road number. Now it says 70, but we are in fact on the 495.
I was about to say, I think that's the speed limit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I didn't see
think about it.
I didn't see where you saw the 70 earlier, so I just assumed, it was a street name, like you said. But looking at it on that city sign, yeah, it looked like a speed limit to me. In which case,
in which case
it makes sense again that Max went looking for some more information.
That way he didn't have the exact road number down. So maybe that I got a little bit lucky when I thought that might have been a road number, and I kind of guessed in the area of it. But I knew we weren't on the 70 because the map didn't quite work, but it did get me in the right area at least, so a bit fortunate there. Now he's going to head west looking for just confirmation of what's along this road here. But I think this corner with this intersection is probably his best bet, not to mention the border there.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know what he's hoping to accomplish by doing that, but he is within 10 meters, which means he'll get an ace in this one. Yeah, pretty straightforward. A town name, quite obvious and easy to find to the east, as well as another state border. That really helps pinpoint things, Calamity.
Yeah, it was just annoying because either the state border signs or the state line on Google was just in the wrong place entirely, because you started to the west of the border signs, but to the east of the border according to Google, so it just made no sense at all.
Yeah, I guess you did have to look at the road and those bends a little bit closer to get that pinpoint for that. So how many people did that catch off guard, Calamity?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Quite a few of us.
Yep.
Yeah. So how did everybody else do in this round besides Max's ace?
5Ks for Mr. Blue and M the Basement, and 4997 for me and you.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was just a little bit off. Looking at those signs a little bit too closely and not the road itself. So a bit unfortunate for that. Okay, well, let's see if Mr. Blue can keep up his perfect streak of aces and continue his perfect game in round number 3. And well, this is a nice spawn right at the edge of town with this town name.
Doesn't really look like a very big town.
Yeah, not exactly something you could find on the map right away, but at least you've got a pretty good clue as to where your starting location is. Yep. Now here is where you can see those 5 digits if he slows down right there on the bridge. That 12552.
Oh, okay.
So those little signs like that. And so that helped me when I was playing, at least, to just confirm I was in the right place when there's a bridge and it's this road number. So
bridge will certainly be helpful for pinpointing as well with the train going below it.
Yep. And there's another set of train tracks. I think I spent a long time looking for a train station, realized it wasn't really a train station. More of a commercial place, not a transportation thing. But here we go. nice town names. Everything literally close, but again, very small villages.
Yeah,
So you might have
think-
an idea where they might be. There we go.
Yeah, Colin isn't
Colleen,
that small.
yeah, so goes up. There is Olepi. Remember the town name he started in.
Not that it shows up.
Oh, yeah, following the train tracks. Yeah, it doesn't actually show up, does it?
Nope.
But this point of interest does. This, I guess they call it a mill.
Yep.
But that name is on it, so that he can use that to pinpoint.
Also, even though the town name itself doesn't show up, the street you can see right there is named after the town name, so you could, make sure with that.
Does match up. Checking how far along this building he might be. Looks like with still a whole 2 minutes plus to go, he'll be getting an ace in this round, unless the GeoGuessr gods are not going to be nice to him. But I forget it. Was this game before or after the distance update?
Before, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so still 15 meters. For those of you who don't know, there's been a bit new update where the 5K limit has been extended, making games a little bit easier.
Never mind me, it was after.
Okay.
I was just looking at the other scores and I saw like 24 meters, 5K. Okay. Oh, it was definitely after. Just after
okay.
I think.
So after, and there we go. And he's only 3 meters away. It doesn't really matter to Mr. Blue. He gets another ace and continues his perfect game. Yeah, with the point of interest as well as some good signs and town names within a minute of the starting location. And not a too difficult round at all, Calamity.
Mm-hmm. Relatively easy. Now that you said that, I actually realized I probably would have had a better time in the standings if it had been still 50 meters. But anyway, yeah, 5K in this round from me and Basement as well. Max lost 3 points and you lost 40.
Yeah, just not quite been able to pinpoint in the 5 minutes. I'm a little slow. Okay, well, let's see if M the Basement can do anything decent in round number 4 here. As we see, he's on 14,877 points. Again, another small little town. As Calamity mentioned in the beginning of the show, the Czech Republic is dotted with them quite a bit. And the trick is actually to try to get out of town to find some good signs.
Yeah, Czechia does actually have some decent signs towards other towns within towns, usually when you get to like a main intersection in town. But still, those are usually, as long as you're in an area like this, relatively rural, just some signs towards other small towns that are like 2 kilometers away, and probably not useful most of the time. But they can be. They can have a road number on it occasionally.
In the Basement here, just traveling as fast as he can, hoping to find a major intersection, and this looks like one. It's an overpass, but as you can see, he's going to try to jump onto it. Doesn't have to worry about it. There's actually an on-ramp. If he can get on it, maybe?
Nope.
Nope,
No,
but there is a good sign.
for you.
Yeah. And I bet he can read it on his screen. His is a little blurry resolution for us. It looks like he believes it to be the 1.
Yeah, I can read Ormuz and Vyshkov.
Yeah.
Mainly, I can read them because I know that's what it says, but...
Yeah, so there's an overpass of the 1 near a major interchange. He knows he headed... No, well, he headed north, so he needs to go south. There we go. Just his direction. What town?
Yep.
I believe that's the town he was in.
That's the town you saw.
Now, this is a bit tricky because the church and the curve in the road do not quite look... They're a little confusing for me, at least. I don't know. What do you think about it, Calamity? As he guesses and gets a 5K and goes really fast. Let's just zoom
Yeah,
back a little bit.
I don't think they were that off. It looked a bit weird, but
Yeah.
not to the point where I'd question it for more than a few seconds.
Okay. It just felt like it was a very sharp, like 90-degree curve in the map, and it felt like it was a much more drawn out curve in in the actual street view. And so I was like, well, it looks like a small curve here, but it looks like a big curve to me. So are we further up or whatnot? Which is of course why I can't pinpoint. So, but
Yeah,
an ace for M in the basement here. Obviously me. I think I was just a little bit off on this one, but everybody else, Calamity.
yeah. Just before I say that, it's often a good idea if you think something like that, that the road looks too sharp, to just zoom in as far as you possibly can, because then sometimes it'll look a bit different, just the way the curve goes. Um, yeah. Other than that, perfect scores for everyone except you, who lost 3 points.
Yeah, just a little bit too far up the road for there. Okay, well, Mr. Blue is still on for a perfect game, and given how easy these locations have been to find, most of our players finding the general area within a minute and whatnot. We're hoping going to need a 25k Guinea points this week. We'll finish up with me here in round number 5. And let's see if I can at least get an ace in the final round after missing it almost every single round up until now. But given the starting location, I don't think so. It's not a whole lot to use to pinpoint on a straight road. So, but train tracks not too far away though.
Yeah, we always love to see train tracks. They just make it so much easier for pinpointing.
Head west, see if we can't find any information and follow those train tracks. What a variety of weather we've had in this one as well.
Definitely.
And here we go. Bit of a industrial train station.
This is the kind of road where you're always like, please don't stop after the next turn. Please don't be a dead end.
Yeah. Please don't be a dead end. Oh, trying to see if there's any. Saw a bunch of little posts, and I didn't know if any of them might have been a road name or something, but no.
Nope.
Not really going to do it for us. Okay. And continuing to wind my way through the little village here. Eventually we'll get to something. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But just enjoying the Czech countryside.
Okay. What made you place your pin in exactly that position?
Because I went the other direction in round 1, this is what round 1 looked like.
Ah.
So I was like, well, maybe we're in the same area. It looks very similar.
Okay.
I saw some kind of a few town names and whatnot, and some road numbers. I think, well, maybe we're in the same area, maybe not. I don't see this little village, but I am kind of searching this eastern half, kind of northeastern half of the country.
Hmm.
Yeah. Still on the search for. Oh, here's some more new town names. Very nice. And there's that small little 5-digit road number again.
Yeah.
Can't believe you didn't notice them at all. Like when you were probably just playing faster than I do.
Yeah.
And here we go. We hit a major road. And it is the 11. So yeah, exactly what I found in round 1, which was the 11. So
105 kilometers to Kralove.
yeah. I'm like, are we in the same village as last time? Because like that would be about where we are. We're 17 kilometers away from the village, right? There's the Vodo, the Cervena Vodo, and there's Bohutin.
Yep. All you got to do now is go the other direction on the map.
Yep.
Go west.
Follow the train tracks. I'll get there eventually.
Yep. There we go.
There we go. There's the train tracks. So like the train tracks follow the road. They don't follow the road down that direction. They do this way. Now head east.
Look at the direction the road goes. It goes west-east. Very straight west-east. Pay attention to that.
Yeah. Down. Intersection. We'll get there.
Maybe. Doesn't look to me like we're getting there.
I still got 30 seconds. Be patient. Be patient. I do kind of get lost in my thought. I'm like, oh, well, you know, we've got this here and this here. And then I'm like, oh, crap, we've only got 20 seconds left. There's Bartonov, which means that's the train station.
Mm.
Which I assume... I try to find the station, but it's not actually on the map, which doesn't help. There's the curve. There's the station. Okay, something like this.
Yeah,
maybe?
Would be if you hadn't run out of time previously.
It didn't take the click. Oh, you gotta hate when that happens. Yeah, somewhere in here. But unfortunately, I needed like 2 more seconds maybe. And that would have been okay. So 4984 for me. So I'm literally like, I don't know, maybe 100 meters off of every single one of these locations throughout the whole day. Just dropping a little few points here and there, unfortunately. Everybody else, though, I would assume, probably able to get an ace in this one.
Yep, correct.
Yeah, aces for everyone. So yeah, again, a very competitive week. Lots of 25Ks, if not near that, for everybody, given how there were plenty of information all the way around, but kind of to be expected from the Czech Republic, Calamity?
Yeah, you can get some more difficult rounds in Czechia, but a lot of it is relatively easy. You can also get unlucky, for example, in the round near Vyškov. If you didn't see the signs on the highway, there was actually other signs that pointed you to a specific road number that just doesn't exist. So you could have been unlucky there and dropped a few points. Other than that, yeah, most of the time, unless you're like really in the middle of nowhere, you're going to find where you are in Czechia in 5 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, if you want to see how everybody did over the entire field as well as the sprint race, you can check out our Formula G show video for all the information, as well as how the championship race is shaping up. We've only got 3 more weeks left. We do have a bye week coming up in that time, so we've got 3 race weeks left, but I actually think it's about 4 weeks left in the competition.
It's 4 races, by the way. This is 6,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, we just got, okay. So we have 4 more races to go, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. I can do math sometimes. So anyways, we'll see you over there, and you can check out how everybody's doing in the Formula G competition. Take care.
Bye.